Yeah, overnight. I was in it overnight. They say all those things. My God, that bill, and they get them a short period of time. But I all like just tested the people now.
Yeah, they bring that microchip. And they bring that microchip the same way.
Even
overnight.
One guy like a Tiffany night, that will come. Hey, well, that too.
When the people partying and think they passing legislation, like they pass it, they don't putting the planning to active now.
That's what
One man always say the 2020 vision, right? But when they pass that,
the
so it
right
a couple of days before
the
2020. So they have the agenda. So when January started hit off and they already started to see progress with this funny thing, and they started to see the budget, it's not really working. What's the next step? Is it chip?
But even when you go to when you go to the ID 2020, they have until October. If not October the 1st, October the 21st next year for all the countries that in that go hand in hand with America to implement this ID. Yeah, to implement the ID 2020.
I was saying that even now, I think it's in London, England, all the newborns are done a chip put on for them already, and that was how much.
So that goes so for them down here too.
But so the man was right when he started up in court and said that he said he working on a law, but a specific law where everyone have just like the United States have a biometric data, whatever.
That's the thing. It's not that law he working on. They working on it to give him.
Yeah,
to make it look nice.
he have to say he. Can't mention nobody else.
It's Micah chapter 2 verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
So while Jake partying and sleeping on a boat cruise, that is what they're doing. They working iniquity on their bed.
So that.
He saw. I always mention, I always say every time I read that scripture, I always mention it's like a cartoon, right? Can't remember the cartoon name, right? I'm all over looking for that cartoon. But the man show you, by watch me. Them wake up in the morning, the elites wake up, go inside that building, man. And they're talking, they say, what are we going to do to destroy these people today, right? You watch on the window, so say, what are we going to do today? About 10 of them, eh? This one here. The last man come up, he said, nah. He said, while I was on my bed, I was thinking about something here, right? Okay, what we going to do? We go run something through the system of our say so, and we go depopulate this side here, and we go make this side further that side. And now that's scripture coming out. So on the bed, right? On the bed, they just think about the iniquity that what Esau is. You see Jake have to wake up late and party, flex, all these things. But not Esau always thinking. Esau's mind always running. You understand? That is scripture say the more white and Daniel. That is scripture say the more children light, the right and children are light. You understand?
Because they know exactly what's going on. Them not say the news and take serious. Look at the map, so. Yeah, because when they say that, this going to happen, Esau, remember, Esau is a carnal man. So he just start to prepare carnally now.
That's why the bunkers and things.
Yeah, because even with the bunkers, that go to prophecy too, because it's say, well, we go dig them out.
Yeah. And the reason why, because them have to be the slaves, so them have to survive.
That'll make it.
Yeah, they have to make it.
That'll make it too.
So there's a kind of the flesh too, so that everything what they do in the flesh, like the blessing. The blessing is a kind of blessing because it's God. So everything is a fleshy thing with Esau and boy. So when Esau bring on something on news, you see the average Edomite, the average Edomite will take it serious because they can't. So they say, hey, no water supply, you will see Esau running and buying water and things. That's how I say it. But no, Jake so messed up in the mind that they don't take nothing serious. Everything is just like a game now.
End of the world?
Everything is
the new Nikes just dropped today.
And I don't see all the party and thing. You know the first thing come to my mind? Watch when the bring down the thing when everybody gone prepared for that Christmas tree.
Yeah. Nobody knows. The man said when he raised the gas, he said they could raise it again because nobody
knows. Business did. You know what?
Nobody knows. Somebody go come out and talk and say that like you know the people stupid.
And they're so stupid even after he said it blow off same way.
But I think that just goes to show the state and the mindset that the people live. Right? And basically that what he was showing them.
Yeah, we didn't.
They could watch me. And this little island called Trinidad, you could do any
the
little
the
thing.
6
It
for father.
don't have. You could raise a bread by $20. That in Hamburg, any people that will still buy it.
You know why? Because you see the first week, you see my always better than from the second week. Everybody normal.
15-minute memory, 15-minute memory.
Same thing. Go back to where we were saying.
Because they have ways to distract the people. You understand? So when you see like when they go past this thing, you know, don't be surprised if they come out with some kind of thing to give away for the people here, so they can take their mind off of that now.
We'll get them free light bulbs again. We'll get them free light bulb.
Yeah, Micah 2 verse 1, right? It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
So the Lord do what? The Lord give the whole unto the wicked. You understand? So we just going to wake up. We go wake up and pray now. We go wake up and pray. Because to us, there is something good to wake up and pray early in the morning and give the Lord praise. But to them, waking up early in the morning and think about what they're going to do is what is good to them. Because they watch wicked as good. At the end of the day, it's left hand side. So wickedness is something good. And good is something evil. The crisscross and all this stuff, they turn all the things upside down. You understand? And I just saw on the wall.
If I could say something now, as the scripture says, right? On the iniquity on the bed now, but roughly paraphrasing. You know, that bed really goes back to the round table. You understand? The EU, the UN, the G8 summit, all these summits and them, they just understand, they sit down and plan.
Even the bed, the place of comfort.
Yeah.
Meaning that the places that they keep the secret places.
They always think, they always advise.
Yeah.
If I can say.
Yeah, the what? The Illuminati. Read out that.
Like I say quick, a guy who I saw the documentary. I felt I was doing documentaries, his name is Walter J. Spear. And he used to do documentaries and he was showing that that the world wars that it had, they actually planned for it like 40 years before it happened.
His bankers was all the World War what that his bankers was because first to begin with, World War I, World War II was planned by these bankers. Number one, to have a reason to go for the so-called Jews, those fake Jews, to go into to get the land of Israel, right? And then number two, the next reason why they're holding these bankers is something called the military industrial complex, right? Now, the military industrial complex, it consists of these big corporations like LG and General Electronics and Boeing and whatnot, so forth, and GMC and whatnot. You know what I mean? So they could always be making equipment, right? They could always be making equipment and well, I shouldn't say equipment. Always having government always having to give them military contracts to make the equipments and whatnot. So the equipments will always be in high demand because why? They're always in war.
They're being utilized.
You understand what I'm saying?
Next two other reasons why is one is for resources, and the next reason is for control. To be able to control certain.
A big part could be resources because I think it's Revelation 8:18 talk about the merchants. You understand? Mention about that now. Remember, Esau heavily on trading.
Yeah.
That's why you talk about when you go to Revelation 18, talk about the trade, when they fall and so forth now, all the other nations go watch them now, you know. So it go heavy into that. That's why when they go to take over our land, the land they're taking over had to have resources.
Had to have something
they
useful
don't go
to
just
them.
so useful. Like when they do the Huawei stuff. We're trying to tell them, you're going on the follow when they cut before, we will stop trade. And the hard was them now cutting that trade, going to stop plenty profit. So the boy you're going on now, I can't stop Huawei, I don't leave before company now. You know what, the ban that they said Trump was going to do? You're mad about Trump, they left that.
Like as I say, right, going back to these wars again and resources. Afghanistan.
Yeah,
right?
they can't take the resource.
right? They went into Afghanistan because as the scripture said, their own tongue shall what? Fall upon themselves, right? It have a military series because it's taken out a military series. It have a military series called not 6 now, SEAL Team, right? And the first season was consistent when they went into Afghanistan or what that particular team, SEAL Team, Navy SEAL Team, they went into Afghanistan to investigate. One of their team been blown up now, boy, going on a raid and been blown up and whatnot. But the thing about it is the raids when the reason why they was blown up is because there was burning certain poppy fields. And the poppy fields, there was underneath these poppy fields was something called what? Lithium. Right? And we don't know what lithium is about. Lithium is for your same set of cell phone, batteries and all these things. You understand?
It's just a power source.
And when the head of the team started to do more investigation and whatnot, thing was a former British SAS. He was he have a security company, but his company on a down low, they're investing in these poppy fields because and buying it for cheap because they know where it have there. Because what he was saying is that pretty soon lithium is going to be the new black gold. It's going to be replacing black gold, which is what? Oil. Because why? You're having electrical cars now. You understand what I'm saying? They say that is the reason why they went in there for lithium.
They invested in it early because they know it's going to
blow up back in time to come.
How they know to invest in it? I mean that they don't get the heads up that we go and get this from there. You understand? Get yourself ready.
For the scripture here, as I said, there is quick scripture here. Psalm 64:6. They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. You understand? So they search out everything. He saw they search out everything to a T. He don't let nothing pass him.
You see, he's so careful.
Can.
He's careful. That's why when them study, as the scripture said, when I'm studying, like when I'm in the next country, them studying that country on the whole. You understand?
The people, how the people go react.
Yeah, they're careful.
You know, what the people will do, what the government will do.
Yeah.
That is why
they're making laws, and nobody can oppose them.
yeah.
So to make the laws and to justify why they're going and do what they are.
But I even go to what the Lord do want the kid. Say don't touch him. No matter where you go in the earth, don't touch him. And that curse remain with them even unto this day. That was spiritual again. That's why they can go anywhere and they cannot do them nothing.
Touchless.
Because they're touchless. That is why that curse carry on even unto this day. That's how heavy it is. And I said that Cain curse still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
It's still there. That's why if one either might go in a country and eat there.
Yeah,
That country flood.
Yeah, just come down and investigate that.
And that
Them doesn't want, you see the country that you might die in,
Yeah.
them don't want nobody to interfere that.
nah, you see
Them
them
come
coming
down
and deal with that.
investigate that
And
themselves.
that even go back to that go straight back to that curse. Straight go back to Cain. You understand? That is just a proof who Esau is as well. You know?
Even down here in KFC, Mr. Study so worked a long time. Shows he had a time some Edomites would come and they buy chicken. And the city chicken wasn't good. What? They bring analysis people to check the chicken to make sure the chicken all kind of. If it was one of we down here do that, let's say big girl for store.
You know what? Watch man, you know, set it up in a real kind of way.
Like, the company still check the chicken, but they make it plastic chicken. I was watching the nuggets thing the other day. You know what I mean? They actually make it the nuggets now, but the nuggets is really, how they say, you know what I mean? So I'm saying a really good consumer now. You say they come and chicken. Yeah, so I'm just like, listening to, I think it's Mark McCarthy, you're talking about consuming salt now. That people never know. And if we had past concerning a man who did a transaction with salt, and he had was to get approval from the state. They had to get approval from the state. That's to sell salt.
That's the sell salt, huh?
That's to sell salt.
What is it? This is Isaiah 10, verse 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness, which they have prescribed. You know, and I go back to what I was talking about, you know. They write these laws and they come up with these laws with the secret council, so, and that nobody should challenge them now, but so they justify what they do. Because whatever they make legal, them think that is right. You understand? But that's because something legal, that don't mean it's right, you know. Because slavery was legal. Slavery was legal. So you understand, but that don't mean it's right. The laws only there to please them, you know, in the long run. And now people just have to understand now. Everything what the elites do is to please them and for their benefit. And whoever outside that circle, well,
And that's not us like, yeah. And the thing about it is with Jake, with these dumb niggas, they always they feel the law applies to them too. You know what I mean? Like for instance, the Second Amendment, right? The Second Amendment law, bill whatever you call it, where every citizen, where they say every man is entitled to have a weapon, you know, and a firearm to protect himself. But that law wasn't meant for you. Because how it is proven that law wasn't meant for you? You've been stopped by the police officer. I have a licensed firearm, you know. You understand? And you're still getting gun now.
Matter of fact, the law was meant for them because Esau know why he pass a law so that they kill them faster. You understand? When you think about
on a
next level, yeah, we okay, make them all that. You know, we make them have a gun now.
When we kill him, he had a gun on him.
You know, yeah, he have a gun on him.
I was fighting for my life. I was fearful
for my life. Fearful for the life. When you watch the video, the Jake can even do that thing yet.
You could have a knife to peel orange. You kill him.
Jake in a way, Jake does look for the thing too because he should not say a greater adversary. You understand? Jake does want to take. That's it, alright. Well, come on, take. Go search and go away. You understand? Go away.
It's Jake though.
Yeah,
Jake is to that man, you know, right up to that, just so I think.
He's taking that close.
Go back to the video.
I don't the reason why they give them Jake and gun when they start to separate them and create war, they kill one another.
That's how we do it.
Give them
Genocide
our own self.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then we go step in and kill them.
Yeah, after.
Back with the big setup.
But if you go and tell that right now, it's tongue the one. The whole of tongue the one. That's the one.
The one of until bad.
The whole them places bad. So you know what the rich and them just set them back the Syrian and them set them back and give them gun. Just give them gun.
I have two pieces of pen. This is Isaiah, Revelation chapter 18, I'll start from verse 10. It says, standing afar off for the fear of a torment, saying, alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. It says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buy their merchandise anymore. So die just like we were stating before, like how the trade and so forth, that when Babylon fall, these other cities go and mourn for that. Be like, hey boy, how we going to trade now? How we going to do this? You ever see the docks in America? I believe them are the biggest docks in the world. When you talk about like shipping and trading and so forth, you can't touch them. You cannot touch them. So when they do fall, that's why they call them the great city, because remember all the nations around the world, that's how they deal with them.
And some nations even do trade through them, as in go there and
through them. I believe
I think
it are 3 nations that do deal with them direct, which is Russia, I think South Korea, and I think one more nation who deal with them direct, like trade and so forth.
Iran?
Yeah, I think Iran. You understand?
Why China jump off that ship?
China jump off the ship here because they already seen the crash.
They're trying to go
I think they was already seeing the crash that because I was reading on the news that they was preparing people for an economic collapse. They were telling them how to survive when the economy collapses now, how to live. So they're already preparing them for that. You understand? This is Isaiah 10, verse 1. They say, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, say warn to them not do that. So all the decrees that are passed on like homosexuality, things, the laws, biometric data, all these things, like unrighteous decrees, they have nothing to do with the people. You understand? They have nothing to do with them, or nothing to help them, but they know what they do that still. Right? So it says warn to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievances which they have prescribed. To turn aside the needy from judgment, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. So that is what things Israelites do.
If they find you under suspicion, they can come and seize your property, investigate you, right?
Say they investigated.
Say they investigating, yes. Right? Even I was watching they are driving a taxi and the driver saying a police van bunks a man car. And he didn't even get compensated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the city police vehicles they're not insured now. But
Yeah, something like that was saying. Something like that was saying.
When the bunks along people are killing them, their families not shot.
From what I hear from what I hear into the one, from what I hear into the one, because you know that
No,
Just them don't pay tax.
they personally insured. Yeah, just they insured. The vehicle that hits you, yeah, that's your problem.
they're not insured.
Same thing with the ambulance too, because
You want to fix your own car when
I
you're
from ambulance and what they're saying is that he never come on the way. That's all they could say, no? He never come on the way. That's all they will say, and they will wait.
But you remember, even the blue lights will be spinning on the police thing that go back to NATO. You understand? So they again, that is where you call the Centurions. That is just call the Centurions and them, you know, back in Rome, the army was. Today, still the way it is, they have to have people that the higher ups have to have people that will keep the place in order, and that is what the police is. When I watch the police sign, they stand thing. Where I go back to? I go back to Malek. You understand?
The ambulance one too.
Yeah, the ambulance one.
Yeah, but it's
Right, so once again when I give up,
I was in Australia, they call 21 right now. I tell you, because they're racket in this too. One guy racket and corruption, man. It's like drug dealers and police together, they deal. Right? And there's one man who went on a robbery and robbery, but they went on. So happening is like, there was a link with the government and the drug dealers now, right? The police and drug dealers. So, the man them like they just happen to just tell the jackpot to say now. But when they really check out the whole scene, it's like they go straight up the ladder to the head man. Like how you were talking earlier today concerning like, you know, how they just try to play the both sides now. And I mean if she guns to the side, if she guns to that side, and then put both of them to work on the side. Easy. So when they say like Rasta and Muslim, they play together, decide this thing and they play together and have them work against each other. And when they check out majority of the time when they work against each other, it's more work. You know what I mean? Jakes won each other. But I'm my concept and now I was listening to the video and I was talking they were talking about money landing and in order to, that's why they bringing in new $100 bill, right? The new $100 bill they're bringing in. To my understanding, the new $100 bill I need for that to the video was simply giving them a minister of money.
Yeah.
But they go have to change that. You understand what I'm saying? And the racket they are running number, every dollar have a number on it.
Serial
like
number,
a serial number, and like if it's $100, so they don't know exactly where they how it come from. To say how, you know, because you have to bring it that long so much at one time. You understand? To change that, to change it back to the, because you have to get 14 days. And that happened when about a month or something ago. I don't remember that one.
It said against I see it as saying opposed that they're giving certain people extended time if they have good reason. If they have good reason, or 3 months, if they have good reason. But you are
even not watching, let's even travel.
yeah, something like that.
Started give out that thing like how much at the 100 that out and like it's 800 billion 100
Circulation. I have a video that thing on the see our 8 40 foot container yesterday. all the thing was money stuck whatever.
Yeah, them man print and put that down a long time.
I would say somebody fall a lock off, considering that,
No, we continue after. We continue after.
Oh, alright. Yeah, alright, so as you say that, right? Now, here we're going on. You see all them, them new bills with they make, and you see when that going and bring more debt. When I say debt now, debt in the right? Because the bankers, when they make all that mass money, right? Remember we buying that money, eh? First thing first, you get that through your head. Yeah. We buying that money. Well, the government buying that money. Or go pay. They ain't buying it. It's like it's a lending, right? And we the taxpayers now have to pay back that. Like let me say maybe $1,000. Yeah, we paying back that debt by what? By $1,000 to each $100.
And it never really pay off.
And it would never pay off.
Never really pay off. It always take any money.
You understand?
But right now, Trinidad going to Japan. I mean,
China.
China, I mean the most. And when China ain't about the payback, they just take over. That is what they do in Africa right now.
We have a shit called China, so they don't start to take over.
Yeah, whatever they want, they take them out of the money.
Every street they go, you see like Chinese Napa, which the country still in debt for. They're building the 2 and 3 buildings in the Port Spain General Hospital. The building the flyover by QF intersection. Arima facility. The Sando, new wing that they add on to the Sando Hospital.
Where do you want the money going? The one by Grand Bazaar on the highway.
Yeah.
The construction by Grand Bazaar on the highway.
They getting the work done. I want thing, they getting the work done. When I really think about it, we're going China.
Yeah, we did that.
What China doing now? They be like, hey, well, you know, they can't pay the money, you know, well, we just take this to Alana. Maybe this sit and cool.
That's how the pitch there.
You didn't know that?
Sir?
That business now, even like in America, that people, I think that's called like economic hitmen. I think that's economic hitmen that has actually sent people into your country to make you sell your resources. You understand? If you don't want to comply, don't take you out and put somebody who will comply.
Yeah, power puppet.
Right. So I remember when they're doing these things, they're doing it because remember the politicians don't care about nobody. You know? Whether you're on UNC or them, to the end of the day, you have money to burn in it. All of them have money to burn. All of them have time and power. They get contracts, they put on money. They don't care.
So after that, well, when I think about it, right, the amount of money this country had, it was one of the only Caribbean countries that had oil, right? Guyana coming and get, right? And Guyana in the late half, and Guyana still doing better than what Trinidad doing. But we never had good leadership. Like how there's what Eric Williams was a good leader. He's a cunt.
I honestly, he's a sort of fucking nigga.
He's a cunt. Because if you're going to depth, if you're going to depth like what he do, if you're going to depth like what he do with the blueprint and Trinidad thing, he do shit. You understand? So let me go from here. And with the oil, if a country like Dubai that get Trinidad, we would have been 20 times better than where we have been now. And matter of fact, 100 times. Because if it was Dubai, before they find oil, Dubai was like always a normal place. But when they find oil, the leadership they had was so good is that it boosts the economy 100 times. It boosts the city. You understand? But that's how Trinidad was supposed to be. But due to thieving and so forth, like a man tell me, PNM better than UNC, and UNC better than PNM. I was like, it's the same shit. Because if anyone was good, we'd have been better than how we was.
What are the roads?
We're on pitch lake. And you know the good thing about it? You know the other thing about it? We are the best pitch. We are the best pitch. We are the best pitch in the world.
Even just to add,
and that's the thing, they said it.
Before they pave like the roads and do the highway and thing, right? The drainage system, right, was undermined because them little drainage, them little canal, that can do the country nothing. When you watch America,
big sewage pipes and things.
Dump a truck to drive through it.
Yeah. Can't do that down here with
the money that they had put out, right? They cut up the money that now. So by the time the contractor get the money, it will be enough to do it.
Working in the public sector. I see Fuisan what they're doing. Yeah. I did double bill and triple bill for tenders. You understand what I'm saying? So when it's done,
This man take this cut.
we're on the board. They're making the money. But them getting the kickbacks from them contractors.
Yeah.
The hospital system, why they can never repair the hospital system? Only now the Chinese coming and doing some work now, but them fellas pocketing all the money.
Yeah.
A man say, an investigator say, he's one of the head investigators, he's working with the CIA and all them things. He say, he's supposed to be like Dubai and them places, you know.
Yeah.
It's corruption, obviously.
Yes, it's corruption from the least to the greatest.
Yeah.
Blind leaders.
That's why they'll always get richer and they'll always be poor.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
No, we're closing off, but these brothers, going to continue. So that we give our praises to. Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakodas, Sidamas, the apostles and elders of great much well. And salutation to the Akim, what's the pushing on the truth of the Dean and the old. No continue on season, we say, Shalom.